Welcome. This is part 2 of the Worksheet for Function-Based Behavior Support Planning training video. In this video, we will use the information from part 1 to model the second half of the worksheet. In part 1, we determined that JJ is walking out of the classroom in order to avoid writing work. Now, the team can brainstorm more appropriate behaviors JJ can engage in instead of walking out. Remember, it's important to be sure that the new behavior still serves the same need for the student. In this case, that's getting out of work. The team realizes that JJ's long-term goal is to complete the work, though perhaps with handwriting assistance, for example from a computer. However, at this time, JJ needs a way to escape the work more appropriately. So the team determines that when JJ wants to leave class, he will hand a pass to his teacher. This pass allows him to take a hallway break for 5 minutes. This break is long enough for JJ to use the bathroom or get a drink of water, thus escaping work. But it ensures the teacher knows JJ has left and provides an expectation for JJ to return. It's an appropriate first step for JJ. This box has us double check to ensure that the alternative behavior we've selected meets the same function we've selected. If the new behavior does not match the function, it's not likely to work. In this case, does taking a 5-minute hallway pass break allow JJ to avoid work? Yes, it does, so we can check the box. Now that we've selected an alternative behavior, we need to figure out how we will teach it to JJ. That belongs in this box. The team determines that Mr. P will meet one-on-one with JJ to explain the plan. JJ and Mr. P will make his passes together. They will clarify examples and non-examples of using the pass and taking an appropriate break. Also, we'll need to make sure that all of JJ's teachers will make sure JJ has the passes he needs at the start of each class period. That will also be included here. Teachers have currently been tracking how many breaks JJ takes and how long they last. Now that JJ will be turning in passes, teachers will keep them and write the date and length on the pass. The number of passes turned in will serve as a frequency count of how often the breaks are happening. And the length written on the pass will track the duration. Next, we'll revisit the triggers for the behavior. Following this section form straight down, we will address antecedent interventions that will change the environment to make the behavior irrelevant. JJ's teachers note that they can often allow JJ to use a computer instead of writing. JJ's team also notes that it helps when JJ is provided a graphic organizer for writing tasks, and when work is broken down into smaller chunks. These will be added here in the antecedent interventions. Now, let's revisit the setting factors and student characteristics. The team will come up with a plan to address each item we identify. First, if you remember, JJ can be in a bad mood when he has an argument with his sister that morning. Staff determines that an early morning check-in with Mr. P in the gym will give him a chance to share any concerns and have a positive first experience at school. This is also a time Mr. P can ensure JJ has enough passes for the day. Also, in order to address that JJ struggles with handwriting, teachers agree that JJ will have access to the computer and that they can include JJ in opportunities to learn typing skills. These go here in our setting factor strategies. Now, we can look at what happens next and determine what steps we will take if JJ walks out of class. In the past, it has been very effective for JJ to leave class and miss out on work. So when JJ walks out, teachers determine they will greet him in the hallway and neutrally remind him that he can just turn in a pass to get that break. If he needs a pass, teachers will provide him one. If JJ still does not turn in a pass, then staff will document the work that JJ misses and ask him to complete this work at a later time. This ensures that using the pass is effective at getting him a break from work, while walking out of class without a pass is not effective because it results in continued expectation for that same work to be completed. Following this box down, in this section we will document when JJ does not use a pass but walks out. Teachers will continue to use the documentation form they have been using to note the time he walked out and how long it lasted. Finally, we need to determine a reinforcement plan to make the new alternative behavior more likely to happen. In this case, how we will reinforce JJ for using his break passes. The most powerful reinforcements will match the function determined above. So in this case, taking a break with a pass will be naturally enforcing because the teacher will let JJ escape a few minutes of work. In this box, we also need to consider how we will encourage longer-term goals, like getting the work done without needing a break. The team brainstorms that when JJ is able to complete a writing task without needing to use a break, he will be given a homework pass for one night for that class. This ensures that taking an appropriate break is reinforced, but engaging in an even more difficult task is more powerfully reinforced. Now we've completed the worksheet for function-based behavior support planning. Please make sure you've scheduled a review date with your team, normally 4 to 6 weeks away, and assign a plan manager who will be responsible for checking in on implementation of the plan and on tracking the student's progress. Thanks for listening.